Right everyone, before we get into the video to find out if we have been lied to about brake horsepower on our BMWs that we've just got, we do have to thank Car Vertical for sponsoring this video, and we are going to do a check, and I'm going to share with you the check that we got on Owen's car when he bought it. Now, we did know it was a category car, but once we put the details in and get to it, it does show that it's a BMW 2 Series, which is correct. It shows that the mileage is correct and there's no discrepancies found. So the 24,000 miles that is on the car is genuine and it's not been tampered with. It's not been stolen, and that has checked a database with loads of countries to make sure that it's not been stolen. So that's here, Spain, Croatia, wherever. It's got them all and it's all clear. Now, obviously there's no finance outstanding because of the age of the car. Usually that sort of car would be financed. This one isn't, so that's all good news. So he's not buying himself a debt. Now, accidents. Let's go to the accidents and see what damage it was. Now, when we go to this one, it does show that Owen's car was a category S, which is a structurally damaged car, which is probably the worst one before it has to go to a breaker. So it has to be done by an insurance approved repairer. Now, it doesn't show any pictures on this occasion. The reason why it doesn't show any pictures on this occasion is for the fact is that it didn't go through an auction as a category car, an unrepaired car, because this was an insurance approved repair. It wasn't bought from an auction damaged and then repaired. So it wouldn't show the photos because it would usually find the car via the photos of auction houses. But it does show that the accident was in the UK and the accident itself was on the 20th of the 6th, 2022. But other than that, because it is a category car, the valuation, it will show the full retail if it had not been a category car. So it does say the approximate market value of this car is £28,249. So that is a lot of money. Now, Owen paid $17,300 for that. It does show all the specification of the car. It shows how much tax is per year. It shows everything it's come with, and it also shows that there's no recalls on the car. Now, this is exactly why we always do our checks with Car Vertical before we buy a car, because obviously we don't want to get stung. Now, if Owen didn't know it was a category car, then he would have found out and would have saved himself a lot of either money or aggro. As I said, it is about 30%, if not a tad more, for a category S car off of the value of what it is. So please make sure that you use one of these checks before you buy any car. If you do want to use one of our checks, you do get a 10% discount code with Motor Addicts. It's in the description below. If you use that before you buy your next car, then it could save you the aggro of it being a category S car, and you'd be able to walk away from that, or then look at how much money you're going to spend on it. But other than that, thank you Car Vertical, and let's get back to the video.
Okay, welcome back to Motor Addicts. As you can see behind me is a BMW. Why is a BMW behind me? Well, if you buy a car on FaceBay, on eBay, on Marketplace, blah, 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 wherever you buy it, on a telephone pole that's stuck outside your nan's house, they will say this is a BMW with 1 million horsepower and it's all a bit of a dick waving competition. Yeah. Now, because we're at Dyno today, are those figures real? You bought this car a couple of weeks ago.
So I bought this car with the owner saying it was 320 horse. Now, we're going to find out if the seller lied to you, which 9 times out of 10 I'm going to say probably yes. Because there was no dyno figures, no map, no nothing, no readout. That's an interesting
point, yeah. You're going off their word.
We're going off their word. You go out and you go, yeah, it's 300-ish, he's probably right. Well, we don't know. And obviously, Owen's bought a new car.
Yes, as you've seen earlier. So this is how much? 400 and something?
He said 480,
He said 480, but I've been speaking to Leon, and Leon's like, with some of those bits, so we'll find out.
You remember back in the days?
Chinny. So
right.
it just so happens that we have a car on a dyno.
What dyno is it, Nick?
It's Road Rage Performance Dyno.
You damn right it is.
Because our boy Leanne comes with all the goods.
Leanne?
Even better! Yes!
Anyway, so let's get to the video. We're going to find out how much horsepower that's got, and then we're going to find out how much horsepower the M240i.
Yes, we're going to call it Moby Dick because it's white and it's massive. Let's go!
Right, so we are going with mine first. As we said, it was 320 horsepower. What was sold to me, it was 320 horsepower, and it was 500 newton meters of torque. Obviously, with is it newton meters? No, foot pound. foot-pound of torque, 500 foot-pound of torque, and 320 brake horsepower. Now we're going to find out if it's a lie. We're going to get Leon to get in it, run a dyno, well, just do a run. He also said that there may be a map on there that you can throw on afterwards, but we'll look at that. But yeah, so I reckon, what do we? How many horsepower do you reckon?
What's going to be more interesting is how. Obviously, they're going to be wildly different. We know he's going to be more power.
Oh yeah.
Power.
But how many brake
close?
horsepower? How close we are by percentage.
My butt dyno doesn't suggest mine's as powerful as what's been stated, so I think it may be closer than what we suspect. But
I reckon yours, with the mods it's got, it's about 400, 420.
I would say 400. I mean, but I've been told 480.
Let's make it interesting. I'm going 440.
Yeah, So
440, 420, 420. You can't go 420 as well.
400.
Say 400. Okay. So 400, 420.
So I think they're 340 standard.
Okay.
So I'm saying 100
horsepower
more, and I'm saying 100 more.
Yeah, we'll find that out.
All right. And then what about you?
I reckon mine is 280.
I would say more. I've been in that car and it's lively. I would say
it's
fat side of 300. I'd say.
So what are you saying?
I'd say 300.
You're saying 300.
Yeah.
I'll make it interesting. I'll say 295.
Okay, we'll wait and see. But let's get this one going, and then here's Leon.
What's interesting is
here's Leanne.
Leon, I need to make you an apology.
Hello.
This is Leon, everyone. He's our best mate. He's the best tuner in Kent. If you want to get your car down, go to Road Rage Performance. He's your man. And it's definitely not Leanne.
That's a good
I think I've made amends.
It's definitely not Leanne.
But Leon's checked the map on the car, and he said it's shocking. So,
fighting talk, innit?
That's what we know.
What's really interesting is we've all guessed the figures. We've all gone, nah, these cars are lying.
Well,
we've all said lower.
None of them.
We're going to see not buyers are liars, our sellers liars.
Yeah,
there we go.
So we'll find that one out now.
All right, well, let's fire this. What is it? Moby Dick up.
It's Moby Dick.
Let's fire Moby Dick up.
White and it's
then
big as fuck.
Let's
That's
see
right.
how it gets on.
Yes, on the Judgment Day. That's what this roll is called. It will tell you. No lies.
It's impressive. So we've come to the conclusion that you don't drive it hard enough.
Well, yeah, but when I go sideways,
It is a bit too straight.
Does he go sideways?
What an explanation. When I go sideways,
nothing happens.
nothing.
well,
It is what it is, isn't it?
sideways, it's giving it a bit of shit.
Giving it a bit of shit, mate.
Right.
Not like that. I mean, that's a full. I'm starting at 1200 revs, so she's getting a proper good seeing to.
Hey!
Well, I better start giving it a bit more of a scene.
Well, that's it. Right, come down here, sweetheart. Let's have a look at this graph.
Okay, so I said 280, you said 290, you said 300.
Yeah.
It's 280. So it actually ended up being at its highest point was 283.5.
Ooh.
283.5, so I was the closest. But the torque highest was 754 newton meters of torque.
Yeah, we'll have to Google what that is in pounds feet.
But that started at what, 2000 RPM?
It peaks before 2000 RPM.
That's why it's so sketchy.
Yeah, yeah.
More to the point, you were lied to, my friend. I'm very
Yes,
sorry.
I was
Boo.
lied to by 40 horsepower.
Yeah.
So, and as Leon said, he wants to put a quick map on it, so we're going to see what happens there. But we know that we're 40 horsepower down from what was stated when I bought it. So, just got to see. So, how would I then beat yours? Yours is 340 standard.
Yeah.
So we have to work out some percentages, and Motor Addicts Maths is our favourite topic.
We've got a whiteboard. Why don't we just try working it out?
Hey, Carol Vorderman, that's a great idea.
Haha, I've got the bust for it as
Come on,
well.
let's cut to
Through
that.
there.
Carol.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Carol
you
Vorderman.
be Carol Vorderman.
I want to be Rachel Riley because she's like much nicer and all that. You can be Carol Vorderman.
Oh, I've got the tits for it. Right, 283. So we're 37 horsepower down.
This is declared horsepower at time of sale.
Yeah.
And the actual horsepower at time of judgment.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But we're aware, also, you've got to bear in mind the fact that not every dyno is the same. So the fact that that dyno give that, but I would say that's 37 is quite a big difference. It shouldn't be that far. So we've got to work out now for 320. So what work?
Is that 11%?
How do you work that out?
I don't do.
So okay,
Hang on, he's an intelligent man. Look, Anis is still here.
Yeah, Anis is here.
How do you work out a percentage of a
What
number?
percentage of 320 is 37?
Actually, I reckon I can do this.
It's like
Because 10%.
11%.
Yeah, see?
Hey, 11%.
Well, 10% would be
32.
32,
And it's
and it's slightly more.
So it's 11%.
I'd say 11%.
11% down. Okay.
Okay.
So as long as yours is more, no, less.
Less
If
than
it's
11%.
8%, 9%, 10%, something like that, then
Okay.
you've won.
Okay.
Whatever
Less
competition
than
this is
I
the
don't
weirdest
know.
competition.
I
But
just love the fact I'm maths good.
Sellers are liars, this is.
yeah, but that's interesting that yours is down by 37 horsepower.
Right, well, there you go. So, yeah, we move on.
So with the team of Owens,
hang on, Leon's going to go and put a map on my car, so we're going to see if we can get it on.
Well,
A cheeky little map.
That
See
seems
what's
really
going
close. Is that not super?
It is really freaking close.
So we're going to do a little tuning.
Right,
Put a little
tuny,
tune
tuny,
on it.
tune. Right,
So
let's
it's
go that.
280 horsepower. He was sold it.
283.
Sold it at 320. Leon's going to work his magic on it. See if we can improve on that a little
See
bit.
if we can get to the sale.
What's interesting
number.
is he can't drive it when it's 300, less than that, 283 brake horsepower. What's it going to be like when it's 400? Because he has his magic way with it.
He ain't going to put 400 on it.
Who knows?
We're going to be interviewing for a new member of Motorheads because Stu's going to be buried in a hedge on the way out.
Anis, part-time job at Motorhead.
That's it. Yeah.
Right, let's go. So it sounded better anyway.
Hey, it did. I've got to
sound
say,
better.
yeah, it sounded different.
So,
Oh god, that is a.
Yeah.
he needs to clear the graph up, but significant improvement on that time. We managed to get to 785 newton meters of torque, and we're now at 305 brake horsepower.
Oh no, that's
So-
20
And it's
horsepower
cleaner.
up.
And it's cleaner, so there's no real white smoke, it's more just black smoke. So, and it doesn't come in so harsh there.
Right, let's clear this up so we can see.
He's going to clear it up, you know what I mean, guys?
Right, there
Another
we go.
35
Look
newton
at
meters
that.
of torque.
304,
Nice.
so 304.7, so
So
3.
if we go from
Yeah.
to peak,
Yeah.
so we've got 276 there when it comes up, and then
So
we're
you're
304.
you're almost making at that particular
That's
RPM another
33.
30 horsepower. 30 horsepower.
But across the whole range.
Yeah.
And it revs out high. Do you hear the hard cut?
Yeah.
Better,
Yeah.
isn't it?
The hard
Yeah,
cut,
yeah, yeah.
much better. And then, but nearly 800 bloody new meters of torque.
Yeah.
I told you it wasn't that quick already.
It's going to
Hey,
shred
well,
You thought
tyres.
it was fast.
It's going to be
It's
a
nothing.
right prick now.
Thing is, it did go well, and now it's got a good old lump more.
The good thing
Yeah,
is we're still actually making more even at that point. Sometimes it would just come in smoother, but we come up over the top of what they've done.
And it stays higher.
So it's, and it's just nice. That's nice. That's what it should do.
And you don't reckon it's got a hybrid turbo in it?
I'm not actually running any more boost on that. I've made all that gain without extra boost. It's still at 1.8.
What is the good boost for that turbo then, the standard 330D
Not much
turbo?
more than that, really.
And you don't want to push it?
I wouldn't want to go more than 1.8. You could probably try and go 2, but you're risking it.
No,
So
we'll
don't-
leave it
we don't-
because we're daily at the minute.
Do you want to go?
If anyone's got a hybrid turbo, just so we can push it a bit more, let us know.
Right, let's get his on.
Right, we're going to have to get his on. But yeah, other than that, it was 11% down, and now we're probably 5% down.
Well,
Come
you're
on.
up from what I guessed, because I guessed at 300.
Yeah, but we're going from when we.
Oh,
bought
okay,
it, 'cause
yeah,
it's
yeah,
still-
15
it's
horsepower,
still
5%, yeah.
It's not
5% down
Yeah,
after
yeah.
a quick map. But yeah, other than that, I'm quite impressed. I can't wait to do a drive. We're not going to do that today because we haven't got the time, but we're going to get Owens on, and then we'll take that out another time and have another
We're going to get
drive.
mine on and see how much I've been lied to.
So
Is that
there,
about what you'd expect for that state of tune?
so there you go, 440 brake horsepower.
Oh, we rolled it. Oh, okay.
and 650 newton meters of torque.
At 3,500 RPM. 440 horsepower.
So that's 40 horsepower down from what he said.
Yeah,
I
true.
was 30 horsepower down. No, I was 40 horsepower down.
Yeah.
So,
You were 44. No, you weren't. You were 37.
okay, 37 horsepower down. And you are.
I
40
guessed
horsepower
at 420. I guessed at 420.
down. I guess 400. Yeah.
And I guess 440.
Yeah.
So, what's that in percentage? 8.5%.
Let's go to the Carol Vorderman board, shall we?
Yeah, David, come here.
Oh God, dog's loose.
That's about right.
Hello, mate. Davey. Davey.
Does.
Right.
Get him away from my hand.
Oh, fuck him off.
So what's the percentage?
The percentage is you pass that dog and I will rip it in half. That's what's going to happen. Right, Carol Vorderman then. So you were sold at 480.
I was.
You actually have 440.
Boo!
Which is, so if it's 480, 10% would be 48.
Yeah.
So it's slightly over that, isn't it?
It's less. It's 40 horsepower less. Yeah, so it's.
So it's 48 horsepower down.
8%?
Hang on, 48 BHP down, isn't it?
Look at this, yeah.
Yeah? Is that right?
No, it's 440. It's 40 horsepower down.
40 horsepower down.
Correct.
Jeez.
40 horsepower, which is a 10% loss, which means... No, you didn't win. You won.
Hey!
Didn't win, but we were both lied to.
However,
Yes.
there's
Basically,
another.
this is an advert. Don't
There
buy
is-
a car off the internet.
Don't listen to people unless
There
it's
is
proof.
another point we need to make here with this in mind. This is a testament to BMW engineering.
Oh, yeah. Shall I put
Because-
something on the board which is interesting? You ready
Yeah,
for this?
let's go. 2012.
Well, no, it's not. It's a 2008.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, there you go.
2008.
Okay, so this is interesting, right?
Old.
2019.
Not so old.
The mileage on Stu's
160,000 miles.
and the mileage on this.
24.
So, I think that's worth mentioning. The
Yeah.
fact that Stu's has got 160,000 miles, which is 140-ish thousand miles more than Owen's, and it's only 11% down.
How good is that? That's all right. Still a high performance car.
Yeah.
Stu gained 30 horsepower today.
Yeah.
I haven't
actually-
adapted mine, so
What did I end up on as a loss from
5%.
5%?
It's now a 5% loss, thanks to Leon, that is Leon, L-E-O-N, at Road Rage Performance in Kent. Yeah. We'll
Nick,
put it in YouTube below.
would you like to sign us off?
I would love to sign you off. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, quite frankly, who didn't? You can like, comment, and we'd really like you to subscribe as well. And if you're right doing subscribing, you might as well hit that damn bell. That's your lot.
Ah!
Down on my ride.